it's Maria, and for today's book discussion, we'll be talking about Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout, which is the first book in her LUX series. It's a 5-book series with 2 novellas that are already out and 1 novella that will be coming out very soon. So let's get into it. So this book is about a book blogger named Katie, who moves from Florida to West Virginia because her dad passed away a few years ago, and her and her mother wanted a new start. And her mother is a nurse, by the way. So she moves in, and she wants to meet her neighbors because she wants to start a garden. So she goes next door, knocks on the door, and out comes a 6-foot-tall, emerald green-eyed, brown-haired, beautiful guy with no shirt on. Katie's stunned. She's like, wow, this guy's very attractive, and she is stunned by the way he looks. And then he opens his mouth, and he is a total douche. So that happens. Then Katie meets Dee, which is Damon's sister. They're twins. And her and Dee quickly become friends, and Damon does not want Dee and Katie to become friends, and she doesn't understand. She's like, well, why can't we be friends? We're 2 people. We want to be friends. We want to be friends. Nothing wrong with that. Katie and Damon don't see eye to eye. They don't have a great relationship. Damon is very arrogant and self-centered. Katie is not taking any of it. She doesn't care what Damon says. She's not taking his BS. And I really like that about Katie's character. She doesn't take any BS, and she's very smart. Okay. So then some events happen, and Katie finds out that Damon and his sister and some of Damon's friends are actually aliens. They're Luxan, and these are aliens that are made of pure light, and they have powers. And there's also another alien group called the Arum. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that, but let's just go with Arum. The Arum, who are basically their exact opposites. So the Luxan are made out of light, and the Arum are made out of pure darkness. And the Arum are basically the baddie aliens, and what happens from there is just pure madness and sassiness and fun and amazingness. None of these are words, but we're gonna go with it. So now I'm gonna tell you what I thought about it. Okay, so now I'm gonna tell you basically what I thought about the book, what I rated out of 100%, and a few other things. So I think I'd give this book a 95 out of 100. It was great dialogue. It's got so many places it can go with the plot, and I love the characters. The characters are amazing, and it's a very quick and fun read. I read this book in 2 days, and it was amazing. You can't put it down. It's just great. Okay, so that's it for the non-spoilery section. Now I'm going to get into spoilers, what exactly did happen, my favorite scenes, what I liked about the characters, what I didn't like about the book, what I think is going to happen next. So if you've read the book, continue watching, and if you have not read the book, I suggest you leave now and come back. So if you're still here, I'm going to get ready to spoil you. So let's talk about the Luxan's powers. So the Luxan being made out of pure light is very interesting. I've never seen that in any other alien books that I have read, which I remind you are very few. I've read maybe 2 or 3 different types of alien books. I found that it was very interesting. I've never heard of it, and how they have a human form and then a Luxan form, which is very interesting. They can do very different things. They can use this thing called the Source and fire sourcey bolts at people. They can change from being who they are to different people. Like when Dee changed from being Dee to Katie, which was insane and amazing. They can also communicate with each other, the other Luxan, and they have other powers as well. The Arum, I found that very interesting too. They basically suck out your life force. They're like the Dementors in Harry Potter, which is very interesting. The whole triplets thing. So Luxan, when they have kids, they don't have 1, they have 3. So Dee and Damon, they're not twins, they're actually triplets, and they have their brother Dawson, who is dead, and he had his girlfriend Beth, who's also dead as well. I don't know 100% if they are dead, because in most books, if you don't see the body, they ain't dead. So nobody's seen the body. I don't know if they're exactly dead. So we'll see. Okay, so that's why they have Adam, Andrew, and Ash, who are also Luxin, and Matthew, who's like their guardian, which I like. I like Matthew. I think he's a very good character. So I want to talk about Dee and Adam, which I like their relationship. I think they're cute, and I think it's very fun. And Adam mixes very well with Dee, and I like them too. So one of my favorite scenes was the lunchroom scene when Katie was basically embarrassed by Damon and Ash and the other Luxin, other than Dee. And she's like, you know what, you want to embarrass me? Let's get some spaghetti and dump it over your heads. Which was amazing. I love that scene, and that was like my favorite scene. My other favorite scene was when Damon and Katie went for the hike for Damon to earn points with Dee. I don't know about that, but we're just going to go with it. So they go up the mountain, and Damon tells Katie a story, which I think is very nice, and I liked it. And then they come back down, they're on Katie's porch. We think, we don't know, but Damon almost kissed Katie, we think. Yeah. So, a novella is coming out of Obsidian in Damon's point of view, which I think is very, very interesting and very fun to read. And I want to find out if Damon was actually going to kiss Katie or not. So, this trace is very interesting to me, how when Katie is around Damon, Dee, or any of the other Luxin, they do something, she turns to light bright, and she's very bright, and and other Luxin can see that she's been around other Luxin. So when Katie has the trace, and Damon tries to get the trace off of her by having their steamy makeout session. So they have their makeout session, and then Damon's just like, yeah, I'm done, bye. Like, so I liked how, another scene I also really liked was when Damon protected Katie from Simon, how he tries to take advantage of Katie, and Damon's like, no, I ain't having this, I'm gonna kill your ass, bitch. And I'm like, yes, Damon, kick it. Let's talk about the final fight. So the final fight scene with the last Aram and Katie, Damon, and Dee. So I liked how Katie was like, you know what, I need to protect Dee, I need to protect my friends, and she's like, light bright me up. So she gets light brighted up. She goes to the field. Damien comes in. Dee's there. They tried to save her. She eventually is saved, but I don't understand how Katie is the one that killed the last Aram. That makes no sense. She doesn't have any superpowers that we know of. And then Damon heals her, and she's fine. She's good. Okay. So what do you guys think about this connection Damon and Katie have? I think it's very... I don't know how it came, maybe from the healing, I'm not sure. But it's very interesting, and at the end of the book when Damon says, you know what, I like you, you like me, let's be in a relationship, and Katie's like, no, you've been a dick face, we're not going to be in a relationship. And it makes complete sense, like, he's been a dick face to her, why would they be together? And I understand where Katie's coming from, like, now we have this connection, now you're being, like, so nice to me, it makes no sense. And, yeah, so that's my thoughts. What do you guys think is going to happen next? Is what's going to go on with the Aram, the DOD, and everything else. So, write down in the comments below what you think is going to happen next, and what books you want me to review next. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!